Hi, my name is Alex, 34, and I can hardly believe I'm saying this, but I need to get this off my chest. Riley and I have been best friends since college. She's stunning, effortlessly beautiful, and lives in this swanky downtown apartment with floor-to-ceiling windows, everything so meticulously styled, like straight out of a magazine. And then there's me. I live in a cramped one-bedroom above a dry cleaner, waking odd temp jobs that go nowhere. But we've always been close. So close that everyone assumed we were more than just friends. We weren't. Maybe because I always knew she was out of my league, or maybe because I secretly envied her. Who wouldn't want to be Riley? She's got confidence, a job she loves, and a life that seems so perfectly curated. There were times when things weren't going my way, when bills piled up, or another rejection email came through, that I'd wonder what it would be like to switch places with her. Just for a day. To feel seen. To feel successful. Then, 3 months ago, Riley dragged me into this quirky antique store, hidden in a forgotten part of town. The place felt like a horror movie. Dusty shelves, flickering lights, and this mysterious old woman behind the counter who seemed to know exactly who we were. Riley was searching for a vintage vase. I was just tagging along, bored. As she bargained for some crystal piece, I noticed something odd in a glass case in the corner, a small bronze pendant with strange symbols carved into it. It seemed to pulse with energy when I got close. The woman appeared out of nowhere and whispered, "That one's special. It grants the kind of wish you don't even know you need." I laughed, thinking it was all part of the sales pitch, but when she offered it for $19, I figured, why not? Riley rolled her eyes all the way home, teasing me about wasting money on superstitious trinkets. That night, in the solitude of my apartment, I stared at the pendant, holding it tightly. I half-jokingly whispered, "I wish I could know what it feels like to be Riley." The next morning was total chaos. The ceiling felt higher, the sheets were softer, and something felt off in my own skin. I rushed to the mirror, and there it was, Riley's face, her body, her hair. I froze. I screamed. But before I could even comprehend what was happening, I had to use the bathroom. And that was its own shock. It was like waking up in someone else's life. I felt completely out of place. The shower took me forever. Every sensation, from the water on my skin to the weight of my chest, was foreign. I couldn't even figure out how to put on a bra. Riley's closet was full of things I didn't recognize, fabrics I'd never worn. I managed to find something simple, a sweatshirt and leggings, and called my phone. When she picked up, it was my voice coming from Riley's body. We screamed at the same time. We met an hour later, both of us reeling, sitting in a cafe, our lives turned upside down. She couldn't stop touching the sleeves of my hoodie while I was fixated on the reflection in the window. It was Riley, but it moved like me. We went back to the antique store, but it was gone. The address led to a for-lease sign. No one remembered it ever being there. The next few days were a blur. I had to pretend to be Riley at her PR firm, pretending I knew how to handle client meetings and office jargon. I spent hours hiding in her office, Googling phrases, praying I wouldn't mess up her career. She was struggling with my warehouse job, couldn't lift anything heavy, and got confused when she answered questions too smartly. But somehow, we both managed to survive. By the end of the first week, I was settling into the routine. I learned her skincare routine, how to wear makeup without looking ridiculous, and even how to walk in heels. Strangers began to smile at me, holding doors open, complimenting my clothes. It was addictive. Riley, too, was changing. She felt more confident. "I feel like people actually listen to me now," she told me one night. "I got promoted at your warehouse job, redesigned the whole system there. I feel stronger." By week 2, it wasn't about the weirdness of it anymore. I was Riley. I had her laugh, her gestures, even the way she posted on Instagram. People started noticing me, inviting me to things. Week 3 rolled around, and I was enjoying it. I was flirted with, complimented, treated with a respect I'd never felt before. And then, one night, everything changed. We were sitting in her apartment, eating takeout and watching TV. She looked at me, adjusting the sleeves of my hoodie. "What if we never switched back?" she asked. "What if this is who we're meant to be? You're clearly happier. People take me seriously now." We didn't decide that night, but we stopped looking for the pendant. Weeks flew by, and we began to fully embrace our new lives. Riley got more assertive. I became more at ease in her body. It wasn't just about the outside. Inside, I felt more complete, more seen. And then, one night, it happened. We crossed a line. We had both felt the tension for weeks, and that night, we gave into it. It was new, raw, and real. The next morning, everything felt natural. I woke up under silk sheets, feeling like this body was mine, like it had always been mine. We lay there, side by side, marveling at the change. Now, we've both agreed. We're not looking back. The pendant is gone, probably forever, but we're okay with that. I'm Alex, but I'm not the person I was before. This new life, this new me, feels right. I feel seen, and for once, I'm not looking back.